Alright, so you're probably watching this video because you can't get your playbook to start up. I'm going to show you what I call here, and what people call on the internet, stack charging. Why do they call it stack charging? It's because you've let your battery die so much that it's beyond the point of no return and you need to add charges to it, and it's going to only stack because the battery inside the playbook operates the CPU, which operates the charger. So if the battery's dead, your CPU can't charge, can't operate the charger. So it doesn't matter how much you plug in the cord, it's not going to charge because you need a battery to charge the battery. As silly as that sounds, that's what they've done. So if you let your playbook die at 5%, you're okay, you're at 3.12 volts, as you can see here in this little gauge. If you're at 3.12 volts, you can charge because your CPU has power from the battery to charge the battery, so it'll bring it back up to full. But if you let it go down below 3.00 volts, there's not enough battery power to operate the battery charger inside the playbook to charge the battery. So what you're going to have to do, there's still some hope if you're at the critical level. So if you're a little above 2.8, you're going to have to start stack charging it. The playbook won't turn on, but if your light comes on for 2 minutes or so, or like for a split second, it actually will charge your playbook for a good 2 minutes. So go ahead and plug in your charger and hold the on button. It should start charging. If that doesn't work, hold the plus volume button, then the negative volume button, then the power button. If you hold those three buttons for 15 seconds, it should do a hard reboot. So give that a try and it should start charging. The light will come on and it'll just charge for 2 minutes. And that will bring you up, let's say, to here. So you've stacked one stack right there, 2 minutes. So you unplug it and you wait for another, I don't know, 3 minutes. And then you go and plug it back in, hold the light or hold the power button down until it charges again. So that's a total of 4 minutes there, another 2 minutes. So do that again. This looks silly, but this is how it works. And do it another time, so there's 8 minutes total, 10 minutes total, and by 12 minutes, this is a theoretical discharge and recharge, so it might take you, I don't know, 20 times, might take you 10 times, might take you 2 times. So once you bring it up to 3 volts, that will start up the charging circuit and keep it on, and that'll charge your playbook for the rest of the night, and it should have a full charge. Now, this is stack charging here. If stack charging doesn't work, that means your light's totally turned off. You're going to have to open up the playbook, and there's a battery cell on the left and right sides of it. These are the batteries. There's a cable, I think it's on this side, connecting those two batteries, so it's one battery, it's in parallel. You're going to have to get access to the 2 tabs here on the main battery, and you're going to have to connect to it with a lithium polymer charger and charge it. It's a 1-cell 5 amp hour battery. So you have to charge that battery up. So just jump her onto there with your charger, connect it to an outlet, and just charge it up. So you can charge it up to 3.2 or something and then put it all back together, plug it in, and it'll charge itself. So that's how you stack charge it. If that doesn't work for you, then go ahead and do that. But this will require you to crack it open using an iPhone case opener tool or 2. Just go around the edge, open it up. I put 2 case opener tools under the battery right there, and I lift it up on it. And then I put a credit card in, and I sanded down the edges of the credit card, and I slid it in. It's held down with double-sided sticky tape. And you don't want to bend the battery too much as you're pulling up on it, so you just kind of wiggle it in like that. And you'll slowly peel it away. And then once it's peeled to the end, you can flip it over like this. Make sure this edge is still connected. Make sure you don't rip that. So flip it up like that, and then peel the tape away from the top of the battery, and you'll have these 2 electrodes sitting right there, and you can just alligator clip onto them and recharge it. So here's the playbook already cracked open. You use the plastic pry tools and crack it from the top and just work your way around. It's just clipped together so it snaps apart pretty easily, and the cover will just slide right off. So here I've got the cover off, and I've already got it charging. I've got the lipo charger already clipped onto the terminals, and I just prop the battery up here so that I don't short out the terminals. You also want to unplug your battery from the motherboard and then put a piece of tape over those ports so it doesn't reconnect. It was below 3 volts, and here I am charging it over 3 volts. And once you get it to about 3.3, it's good to go. So I started prying the left side of this battery using the plastic pry tools. I probably used 2 of them here, and I lifted up on it, and I didn't bend it too much. You can bend it a little bit, just make sure you don't go crazy on it. And then I just slide the credit card all the way to the front. You've got to kind of jiggle it around a bit to peel away the double-sided tape. There's also an antenna running around the edge, and you've got to peel the tape off that, or else you'll rip it off this end. And it's soldered onto this end, so you don't want to rip it off. The terminals are covered by tape as well. Peel that back to get access to the terminals. Just fold it over, and then you can reuse it later. So I've charged it for a bit, and now we're up to 3.3 volts. You can turn it off, unplug it, put it all back together, and then it should be able to charge itself. It'll still say 0%, but that's not bad. So now I'm just taping it back together. Then I'm going to lay it down, press it back down, reconnect the battery lead, and then put the lid back on, and then we can turn it on and start charging it. So here it is, plugged back in, and it's working once again. It's going to charge all the way to 100%, and then just make sure you don't let it die again. So here it is, sitting at 100%, and just make sure you don't let it deplete way below 5%, otherwise it may not charge again unless you do this crazy procedure. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I hope I showed you guys how to start up your Playbook once again. Thanks for watching. Cover your data, an iPad, blah blah blah.
Been dead for 8
Oh,
days or
it doesn't
whatever.
have pickup Wi-Fi or anything, right?
Well, I can't.
You don't have Wi-Fi here.
Not here.
Is it tethered? It's not tethered, I guess.
No, you have to tether it manually.
There's no such thing as cell for Playbook, right?